What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me again, and today we're just looking at silver prices and have we reached the bottom? So that's a good question, and I've been looking at charts and I found some pretty interesting things. You're probably wondering why this 10 kilo coins here and why all these Peppa Pigs are just watching me with this AppMex saga. And I just talked to them. It looks like I'm still dealing with them. We're trying to make a deal for this, and it's been just crazy. Anyway, I was looking at the prices and just wondering, like, are we at the bottom? Is this time to buy? I know if you watch my other videos that I did buy a monster box, we're running at $18. Now, looking at this chart right here, you look at all the way from September of 21 till now. Man, it really looks like we've hit rock bottom, right? And it is very promising looking at this chart that that we are pretty much at the low end of things. So, but really, if you look at the big picture, if you go back even farther, where are we at? Let's go to the 5 year. 5 years right here, as you can see. Here's COVID right here. Previous to that, we're running about $14, $15, $16 for years and years, all the way back from the 2017. And then we have COVID that happens, and then boom, have a big dump all the way down to $12.61. And that was with COVID. Probably an awesome time to buy. Hopefully you got some at that price. And then bam, 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 we always go higher. We have the huge boom after these recessions, after crisis, and then went all the way up to what, $28, and it kind of sat around 24, 25, 26 until about April of 22, and then you have a big dump, went all the way down to $18 till now. So if you look at this chart, this is an important chart because you can see typically when you have those big run-ups, it comes down to almost the baseline, but usually a little bit higher than what it was before. At least that's how it is with stocks. And you can see this was running 14, 15, 16. In my opinion, this could go down a little bit. It has a little room. It could go down to 15 to 17, 18. It is very possible if you're looking at this chart, and it's the same thing, especially with things the way they're going. If the dollar, if they keep printing, inflation still keeps rising, you would think the silver would go up, but I think in the meantime that you're going to see a little bit of a dump there. So let's go ahead and look at the all-time, the big picture. And this is all the way back from, 1902. Silver was running back dollar all the way up until 1974-ish. It was running about $1.50, $1.70. Then you have a big run up here in 1980, and it goes all the way to 35 an ounce, and that's from the Hunt brothers cornering the market. They started out trustworthy, hedging against inflation. Then they found out they could manipulate the market, and bam, this is what ensued. Then there was a big sell-off, and then you have a little triple staircase, and then it goes back to the baseline. So before the bell curve, it was running about $1.60, and then it ended up being around $3 to $4, and it kind of sat that way all the way until 1990, all the way until 2005. In 2005, once again, big run up. That's when everyone was buying houses, the economy was strong. We're just going all the way up here, as you can see. Actually, not that far, right here. And then 2008 happened. Then there was a big dump. Here's the big dump. So everything just dumped down, and you can get silver for $10.25 at that point in time. And of course, what happens after the crisis? Big run up. Big run up right here. We went all the way to $50 an ounce. And again, triple staircase, 1, 2. Is this the third staircase? You know, if you're looking at stocks, you know, those staircases happen on a daily basis. That's usually what I used to buy and sell at those times. But one thing I learned, you can look at previous charts and history repeats itself. Like the Warren Buffett indicator, stock indicator, you can kind of stack those on top of each other. You can see that they are very similar, and it repeats itself. Now, if you look at these two charts, this is in the long term. This is running from 1972 to So this is like a 20-year period right here, and then here's around a 20-year period. Now look at that, it looks very similar. You have a run up, and then you have a little staircase. I mean, could this right here represent this and part of the staircase? It's hard to tell, but if that's true, this can actually dump down. And I think going back down to, I don't think it would go back down to $5, but I think if things are going the way they go and things just keep going to crap, that we can see, you know, even low as $12. I mean, maybe even a larger dump on the initial if the dollar is really in trouble, like we're all thinking that's going to happen. But then again, don't feel bad. Just keep stacking. Just keep stacking. You're going to keep for the long term, and then, you know, we always recover. And when we come back strong. So, like I said, looking at the long term, if you're looking at just this year, it looks okay. But long term, you know, looking at the charts, this bell curve isn't done. So I think it could dump down and come down to, geez. See, that's back, and see, that's not even that long ago. That was in the 2000, 2003, 2004. You know, it could come down to 12, maybe even less than that. Not to scare anybody, but the point of this video is to say that it can dump down, and if things keep going to shit the way they are, it is very possible. Now, I'm not going into great detail like some of these guys. I really study charts and they read a lot of articles, and that's one thing I've learned with stocks. You can't listen to anyone. You can't trust Motley Fool. You can't trust any social media. So you can only trust yourself in your own research. So what I feel and what I've learned is doing your own research and kind of just looking at charts and trends is a very strong tool, and you can kind of see like what's going to happen. I know that sounds ridiculous, but the simpler the analysis, the better. So I was doing excellent on stocks before, and still you start listening to people, you start listening to Wall Street Bets crap, and then you start reading into articles that are just not even real. So you can only trust yourself. So anyway, looking at this, I think this is very possible. This can go down in the near future to $14, and maybe even lower. And if that happens, I'll just keep averaging down. Anyway, I want to have my ultimate goal to have a mixture of gold and silver, usually around probably 5,000 ounces. I know that's kind of high. I don't need that. I could take a monster box to Venezuela and live like a king right now. So not saying that's going to happen here, but it's very possible. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. I'm ranting on. I hope you enjoyed this. Not the best analysis in the world, but I do what I do. Anyway, join me with this 10 kilo piece of crap that's really pissing me off, and we'll conclude with that saga. I have a feeling I'm going to be just returning this thing. It'll just give me more funds to buy some more silver somewhere else. So anyway, say bye to Peppa Pig, and hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. I do appreciate the support, and we'll see you next time.